Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's the Bear 465, and we're over here in Bear's Den number 2. So I got everything all cleared out so that we could talk about different trap tunnels and things like that. We're going to talk about tunnels, we're going to talk about block offs, we're going to talk about going from stonewood to twine, right? So that's basically what the extent of our trap series is going to be taking us and all that good stuff. So I cleared everything out so that we can start from fresh. Here, I've actually completed the endurance in here. So I am going to go into one of my other accounts and do the SSDs and things like that. The only way you're going to really know what works and what won't work is one, what your particular play style is. Do you like just to shoot, or do you want the traps to do the work? Um, and two, do you like the chaos or do you like the control? Right? Me, I personally like to control where the husks are going to go and can't go and things like that. That's just my personal play style. So on this particular one, right, they are going to spawn way down there and they're going to spawn all the way across, right? So I personally want to control where they're going to be going so that I only have like one thing to really watch. That's just me, right? I don't like to have to run all the way around the mountain, to see whether or not somebody's coming around. So, one thing that you'll notice is that if you can't walk up something without having to jump, the husks cannot do that either. If you can easily run up something without having to jump up, the husks can do that and they can follow. If you give them a ramp up like this, because you don't have a melee or some type of heavy attack to get you up a level, you just gave the husks a whole nother way of getting up, right? Because they will follow you. If you need to get up that level for whatever reason and you don't have something to have a heavy attack like a lead sled or a guardian's will in order to jump up a level, you could very simply throw down a cone and then jump on top and then jump up. The husk cannot follow you up and down cones, so you literally just go to the top using your momentum and you just jump on top and they can't follow you, right? If you build a ramp, you're just giving them another access. This particular trap series is all about controlling the husks and where they are going to go, if this makes any sense, right? If you give them another way up, you're just giving them another access point and you're not really controlling them. So let's talk about different ways that we can control where they're going to go, right? So you're either going to go up the ramp or they're going to come around this mountain right here in order to get to the objective. So what are we going to do? I personally, I like to control where they are, so I love using block offs. I actually did not really learn how to use a block off properly until I was actually in Twine. Um, it took that long for me to know. So I could usually start with a tunnel here and here, but I know from experience that the floor will break. So I'll move it back one, right? Um, so let's take it from there, right? So I know that they're going to come up here, they're going to go around this mountain. So I'm going to control that they can't go up here, right? So let's go ahead and I'll just, I don't know, turn this floor up. So I'll create several layers for them to have to go through in order for them to break through. So that's one layer. This is two. I'll put a wall all the way across it. And I'll do one more because they will sneak past. If there's a little crack, they will sneak past. Alright, I'll do these. So my whole idea for this is to help you guys be self-sufficient so that you don't need to have somebody come in into your base, right? One, two, three, right? You don't have to have somebody come into your base and build it for you. You can build it yourself. It's just for security, we'll go this way. We'll do two more. You know, they're not going to make it up this far. This is just the first wave of Stonewood I'm showing. But we're going to go endurance wise from Stonewood to Twine. And we'll just put one more up there to make sure, just in case they do break through while we're doing this. And you can choose to add like launchers or wall darts or something along this wall. I would not I probably would not use broadsides because broadsides, the husks, for some reason, they can phase through them. They'll still be chewing on the wall, number one, and they could actually break the trap. Or, oh, and number two, there's nothing over here for the cannonballs to hit across on, so it makes the trap kind of ineffective. All right, so let's go ahead and do this. All right, let's talk about structures. You have so many structures you can put on your base. If you do a floor with a trap on it, you just used up two, right? If you overbuild, meaning you go over the build limit, so some people will build their tunnels and then turn around and trap them. If something breaks during your endurance run or your SSD run and you're overbuilt, you can't fix it. So you have no control over that. And once again, I don't like not having control over things. So I will trap and build all at the same time. So that's that. I'm going to see whether or not they're going to chew along that wall to see whether or not it warrants having something on there, right? So let's talk about, so we took away the top path, so let's talk about this path here. You can make a trap tunnel here. You can make a trap tunnel over here, right? Just watch kind of what your back is coming up against. Because if you build a tunnel, right? Let's say we do this and we block this off and we come here, we come here. Think about where the husks are going to go, right? They're going to like bust through the tunnel because there's nothing in front of them but the mountain. So that won't work. So let's go down here. Let's make this our tunnel. And I'll put the floors here just so you can see how the floors will break. So you'll know later on that when you come back into your SSD or your endurance run, that you can actually take them out and it won't eat up on your over the build limit. So let's block off this tunnel here. Now usually what I've done in the past is I created like timeout rooms and trapped these rooms and things like that. And I would use probably 20 or so traps in the whole trap tunnel. So if you build a single trap tunnel like this, you're only going to use 3, 6, 9, 12, maybe 12 traps. You can throw ceiling tiles on top. And then, I don't know, just throw some floor spikes and a floor freeze in the middle and put up some, once again, we'll put up some type of like a wall dart or we could use broadsides if we wanted to because there's another wall on the other side and they'll bounce around. But we'll just go ahead and throw up some ceiling tiles and then put up gas traps. I think we talked about the different things about the gas trap and why it can be effective and why sometimes it's not. If not, we'll actually do a series on that. Throw up some wall darts and then we'll see. So as you progress on into each of your SSDs and your endurances, you'll come across those lovely things called lobbers. You can build a lobber shield, like a ramp here, and something like that, and build up so that way it's like a lobber shield if you wanted to. Or you can simply throw up the anti-airs. Oh, that's not it. Right? And the anti-airs will get anything like propanes that are thrown, lobbers, the bones from the pitchers, things like that. It will get anything but flingers, and the flingers stuff that comes around. All right, so let's see how this is going to work. Let's go ahead and upgrade our big block off wall here. Let's see how it's going to hold. Don't forget to go underneath and upgrade everything. And we'll upgrade our tunnel. And then once I get all the upgrade, and at least to tier 1 and everything, just for the sake of the video. Of course, if I was truly running the endurance, then I would take everything up to tier 3. All right, let's start the endurance. Kind of see what they're going to do, where they're going to go. Whether or not we should put a few traps on that big block off wall. What floors are going to break, all that good stuff. The only way you're really going to know what works and what doesn't work is to try it, to be honest with you. My whole goal for these series, and whenever I Twitch on stream on Twitch, my whole goal is to help you guys and teach you guys to be self-sufficient in the game and not have to rely on other people to carry you, build your stuff, things like that. I want you to be able to, be able to do this yourself. All right, so let's see what's happening. So there's one that's actually beaten on the wall so far. All right, let me get myself up here so you can see what's going on. Oh, we got a few more that are still beating on that wall. It might be a good idea to throw a wall dart up on that wall. To stop them from hitting on it and make them go through the tunnel. But see, the only way you're really going to know is to build something to see if it works. Now, you'll notice here we've already lost a floor and a wall here, right? Because of the spawn. The spawn broke it. So when we go back into the SSD or the endurance, you'll know to bring everything back a tile. Because there's no reason to waste structures on something that's just going to break on spawn. It's not going to do you any good. It's not going to be of any service to you. And it could be that you want to leave this whole area up here blank and trap up at the top. Again, there's no right or wrong way of doing it. Well, there is a wrong way, and that is, not doing anything and letting the husk get to your amplifier or your home base. But what's the use in that? Oh, we lost 2 floors. Okay, so now you know to actually push everything back another tile. So you run the wave, and then you go out and evaluate, see what kind of damage was done. So they've hit that tile, they hit that tile, and they actually chewed all the way through the other tile. So it's probably a good idea to actually put, a few traps up there. So this all broke because of the spawn. So we know to bring everything back a level. So once again, the only way to really know is to build something up, see if it works. If it doesn't work, build something else up, right? Keep trying, keep working. If you guys like this, then we're going to keep on making these. And then go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we look forward to seeing you guys on the next one. Talk to you later. Bye.